Guys, I'm your friendly neighborhood web war fanatic, and we have a new hero that was just announced for Marvel Champions, the Son of Zeus Hercules here, and his art already looks super awesome. So I don't really know anything about the character. The only thing that I know about him is from the MCU, from Thor 4 Love and Thunder. He was played by this guy from Ted Lasso. So if you guys watch Ted Lasso, shouts to all you guys and to Ted Lasso here. But yeah, okay, so this is the Hercules new hero pack here. The pack looks very cool here as well. I think the art is looking awesome. Okay, so as Hercules has said countless times, have at thee. What? He has at thee too, just like Thor? I didn't know that. He is a man known by many names. I can't pronounce that, can't pronounce all that. And to distance himself from Hera, he was renamed again to Hercules. Now his friends just call him Herc. This son of Zeus has had a tumultuous relationship with Olympus throughout the entirety of his long life. Okay, and then let's see. Okay, so we have the Hercules hero pack here, and then he has a last name. I'm not gonna try to say that. The demigod son of Zeus smashes into the scene with this expansion pack, which introduces him as a new playable hero alongside his 15 signature cards. And his a leadership deck here. And then okay, all right, let's take a look here. Oh my goodness. Okay, so he has that She-Hulk stat line right here with the 1 Thor, 3 attack, 2 defense. He's an Avenger and has the Olympus trait, the first hero with the Olympus trait. I wonder if that's going to be a new thing. He does have the 4 hand size in hero form and 14 hit points there. So, 13 hit points is kind of where Marvel Champions decide to have that cutoff point of like if you're under 13 or under, you have like, regular economy. If you're 14 hit points or higher, you have a very bad economy. So we'll see what they do with this. I actually expect him to be pretty good because I feel like they've been doing a really good job with the newest heroes of not making them feel too weak. Okay, so the line of Olympus here, as a demigod whose strength can match and sometimes even exceed that of Thor, our first Olympian hero packs a real wallop. Okay, so Hercules here, 4 recovery, that's very good. It's above average, which is 3. Hand size of 6 in Alter Ego, and hand size of 4 in Hero form. Okay, so I'm glad he at least has a hand size of 6. So maybe I probably want to flip a lot with Hercules to access that bigger hand size here, because it's 2 extra cards, which is a lot, and 14 hit points. So Hercules begins the game with a labor deck and a gift deck. Okay, new labors of Hercules is his action Alter Ego. Please give me a card. If there is no labor card in play, review the top card of the labor deck. Okay, so it's not adding a card to your hand, but you get to review a card if there is no other labor card in play. That's interesting. I'm not sure what that does. And then in his hero form here, 1, 3, 2. So a lot of attack. Pretty bad thwarting here, so hopefully we can get something to help out his thwarting. And atonement is his response after a labor card is added to the victory display. Oh, victory display shenanigans. Put the top card of the gift deck into play. Ready Hercules. Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. So like you're clearing off the labor deck, you're doing your labor, and then they go into victory display and you get a gift. Maybe that's gonna be like power-ups. So each time you add a labor card to the victory display, you also get to ready up Hercules, which makes sense. I feel like that's thematic to the character, at least like the lore character. And then you may flip to alter ego form. Oh, I love this. Limit once per phase. Okay, so this gives you a free flip, and you can flip back up to hero form if you don't want to end the turn alter ego. I really like that. Okay, that's pretty cool. Okay, I feel like this has a lot of versatility and is very thematic. I don't really know about the Marvel character, but I mean like to Hercules, like the regular character, like not in Marvel. So in fact, his might is so great that Hercules must begin the game with his power relatively restrained. That's very cool. Okay, so you're trying to like build out and then get stronger as you do your labors and get your gifts. So he has 3 card decks, the gift deck and the labor deck. Okay, so it's 3 cards in both of them. I think it's going to be random, right? Like you just shuffle it up. In order to unlock his full power, you must complete the labors of Hercules and earn his divine gifts, which take the form of permanent upgrades. Oh, permanent upgrades with various benefits. Okay, so cut off guard can't discard the permanent upgrades here. And then get all 3 gift upgrades into play, and Hercules will become unstoppable. Okay, so what are these gifts and labors? Okay, oh, okay, this is, for example, oh, Sesame's here. What's she doing? Okay, sorry guys. For example, defeat the Hydra. She's trying to drop my phone. Okay, defeat the Hydra. What is this? So it's attachment here. What are you doing? Here, sit right here. Okay, all right, all right. So defeat the Hydra. Victory 0. Attached minion gets plus 6 hit points and gains the elite trait. Attached minion cannot take damage from Hercules attacks. Okay, so this is a labor deck card. That's Oh, he's buffing up a minion. Okay, I was so confused there. So whenever it's revealed, we find a non-elite minion with at least 6 printed hit points, reveal it, heal all damage from it, and attach card to. Okay, so I wonder if Hercules has one for you to find, because because some some encounter decks don't have like minions with at least 6 printed hit points. So you're gonna give it 6 more hit points. It's gonna be a 12 hit point minion, and it's gonna gain the elite trait. It has to be non-elite. Okay, I'm sure there's gonna be something for us to find here. So after we defeat the minion, I'm guessing, then this thing will go into victory display because this will get discarded, right? And I'm assuming when it gets discarded, it goes into victory display. Attached minion cannot take damage except from Hercules attacks. Okay, I'm thinking this is attachment. So these are encounter cards, guys. So labor deck are encounter cards, I feel like, and then the gift deck is gonna be player cards, right? Because the permanent upgrades would be the gift deck. So okay, that's interesting. Let's look at this alter ego again. If there is no labor card in play, review the top card of the labor deck. Okay, so you're gonna review the top card, which could be this card, and then you find and tutor a minion that's really powerful, make it even more powerful, and then you have to take it out. Okay, yeah, I was thinking there is that one new card from Tiger's Hero Pack that you can just like defeat, and it counts as an attack too because it has an attack keyword. You just attack and defeat a minion with the upgrade attached, but this is an attachment, so we can't use it for that. So they really planned that out because that would be really cool, just kill the minion in one shot, but we won't be able to here. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, when his labor enters play, he must find a suitable non-elite minion. Okay, so where can we find that? Including, yeah, because the find keyword here, you can look through the set-aside area, I believe. So it says, including Herc's own set-aside nemesis set if necessary. So that's where to grab his nemesis if we can't grab anyone else, which are probably nemesis. Because, guys, I don't know a lot of non-elite minions that have 6 printed hit points. I feel like most minions with 6 or more hit points are elite. I'm not 100% sure on that, so you guys gotta fact check me, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. So we'll most likely be grabbing that nemesis here, so I hope that we can see it in the article. Okay, so nemesis, and then dueling a Hydra is a gruesome task, but the reward is worth it thanks to Hercules' atonement ability. So once defeat the Hydra enters the victory display, he gets to ready his identity and gain the top card of the gift deck. And this could be, okay, let's look at the first gift here. So it's upgrades permanent. He gets +2 hit points and gains steady. Okay, after, oh, okay, all right, yeah, it's worth it. So I was gonna say, like, this effect, I mean, it's good, but to take out like a big minion for that, sorry guys, Sesame is cleaning herself. Uh, Hercules gets +2 hit points against steady, so like that's a good effect. But to waste the amount of resource that you'll need to take out a 12 or plus, hit point minion, it's not gonna be worth this effect. But you'll gain the tempo back because when this card enters play, you draw 4 cards. Sorry guys, Sesame likes to be right behind the laptop, so like it kind of shakes. But yeah, okay, that is really really good here. Okay, okay, I feel that's gonna definitely mitigate the resources that you need to take out that minion. Okay, so let me look at his hero ability again. After labor cards enter to the victory display, so you also get it ready too, and you can also flip down to alter ego if you want to immediately recover for 4. That's pretty unique. I feel there's a lot of synergy there. Okay, so what are these? Some more. Okay, this is another labor here. So victory here is one of the second labor. Attached side team gains assault. Okay, so the assault means that you can use your attack stat to thwart it, which is really really good because I mean Hercules has the attack stat of 3, so he can thwart for 3 basically instead of thwart for 1, which is pretty tough for him. Threat cannot be removed from attached scheme except by his own thwart. So Hercules has thwart by himself, like with the basic thwart activation, or with a thwart event. Okay, so you cannot use like beat cop or under surveillance or have allies or other players help you thwart it. Whenever it's revealed, you find an encounter side scheme that is not in play. Okay, I can tutor it, and it has to be an encounter side scheme, so not a player side scheme. Okay, that would be pretty cool. Pretty broken, I guess. And reveal it, treating each player on it as one, and attach a card to it. Oh man, place 6. Okay, I was just hoping we wouldn't get additional threat. So place 6 additional threat on it. Okay, okay. So like this one is easier because there is not, so it's not going to scale, or it is going to scale, per player because you make this 1 here. So you don't have to, if it's, in like, 4-player count, the side scheme won't be like 2 times player. So it won't be 8 plus 6 threat. It would just be like 2 plus 6. So Hercules is able to throw it out by himself. I think this one's easier to deal with than the minion one because we can grab a side scheme with like 2 or 3 threat, and then we just add 6, so it's 9. But the Hercules I mean, he can throw for 3 because it gains the assault keyword. And then maybe he'll be able to do some other throw and stuff as well. He probably wants to get some readies here to help him out with that. I think I probably want to play him in aggression and build out his attack stat because that's gonna help with this, and that's gonna help to take out the minion as well, right? Like with the combat training or the aggressive conditioning. Sword of Peleus, I think that is gonna be another gift. Yeah, so it's a artifact gift weapon here. He gets +1 hit point. Oh, not +1 attack, and his basic attack gain piercing. Okay, these are also good effects, but after enters play, you draw 4 cards. Okay, so the balance there, I think, is whenever you get a gift you draw 4 cards, which mitigates all the resource that you have to spend to like take out that side scheme or that minion, and you get these permanent effects here with the +1 hit point or the basic attack gaining piercing. So yeah, the constant effects are not crazy. I mean, they're good for sure. They're good. I think steady is also useful, but it's gonna be in certain scenarios, right? Because if the villain doesn't have a way to stun and confuse you a lot, then it's not gonna be as useful. But I mean, always having extra life and more here and attacks having piercing, I think it's gonna be pretty good. Yeah, it's okay, not like a crazy thing, but getting to be able to draw 4 cards definitely mitigates a lot of it. So he's kind of like Cable, right? He's kind of going through like not side schemes, but like his own labors. And it's like a little separate task that he has to do. And then once he does all that, he gets all of his gifts and becomes more powerful. But really, it's just so far he gets +3 hit points, steady, and piercing from clearing these 2 gifts. So I wonder if they're gonna show us the third ones. That'd be really cool if they do. What is this? Yeah, that is the labor we just looked at. What is this? Oh, the obligation. Okay, uh-oh. These are not the easy obligations that allow you to flip down. So uses 3 labor counters. So it comes in here with 3 labor counters. Oh, wait, that's the labor deck. Oh, cool. Okay, so we're getting all 3 labors here in the review here for the article. Okay, that's awesome. So you might review obligation. So it's going to be either the attachment for a side scheme or a minion or the obligation here. So 3 labor counters were reviewed. Fine. Amadeus Cho. Is he the nemesis for Hercules? That would be pretty cool. Once again, guys, I don't know anything about the character, so I didn't know that Amadeus Cho is the nemesis here. He's a Hulk. Okay, force interrupt. Whenever the villain would attack Hercules, choose one of your allies. Is Amadeus Cho his ally? Maybe it's his ally. That makes more sense. Force interrupt. Whenever the villain would attack Hercules, so the obligation is going to be in play. And it'll have this force interrupt that you have to trigger. Choose one of your allies. The villain attacks the ally instead. After that attack resolves, if Hercules defended, remove a labor counter from here. When the villain would attack, so basically it's just forcing you to defend. If you don't defend, you don't remove a labor counter. So you have to protect humane. Okay, that's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure Amadeus Cho is going to be his identity-specific ally, which is pretty cool. So Hercules has to defend. Wasn't he the ally for... He's the ally for Ironheart too. Does it make sense for him to be 2 identity-specific allies, like in 2 different heroes? I don't know, guys. Okay, let's... So when the villain would attack Hercules, we choose one of your allies. So the attack would go towards the ally. That's pretty interesting. This can actually be helpful because the ally can block without exhausting, right? Like the attack would just go towards the ally, which is kind of interesting. I don't think there's that many uses for that, but there could be times where it's good. Like if the ally somehow is already exhausted from like one attack or something like that, like earlier in the villain phase, like they could still, you could choose one of them for the attack to go to. And then even though they're already exhausted, like, maybe Nick Fury for some reason like lives an attack or from like a minion or something like that, you can have him then block the villain attack after that. It's going to be niche though. I don't think it's going to come out that often, but definitely some interesting things that unlocks. Okay, I want to see the third gift. Oh, okay, here is Amadeus Cho. Okay, it is Amadeus Cho, but he's not Hulkling. He's in his genius like regular human form. 2-cost ally, so very cheap. So it makes sense that he's reviewed here with this card because he's just super cheap to play anyways. It's not like you're getting like a crazy ally. So 1 thwart, 1 attack, 2 hit points. That's just the bare minimum for a 2-cost ally. And then force interrupt. Whenever a minion would attack you, it attacks Amadeus Cho instead. So he's drawing the attacks. You can exhaust him, draw. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, this is pretty good. Exhaust Amadeus Cho to draw a card. Oh, what the? Okay, that's pretty good. So like, if you're playing him in leadership and you have like command teams, you can just like draw extra cards by running Amadeus Cho and exhaust him. It's not limited to once per phase around. So this can definitely be broken, guys. There's probably a lot of combos that you can really abuse with this because it's not limited to once per phase, right? You just have to exhaust Amadeus Cho. So as long as you can ready him back up, you can get like unlimited procs on that. Okay, that's pretty crazy. So this is identity-specific ally. When a minion would attack you, attacks Amadeus Cho instead. Okay, this is force interrupt, so we have to trigger that. I think that's fine. It kind of like he just draws the attack for you. But only for minions actually, so it's not that big of a deal. It's only for when minion. Oh, okay, that's worse. That's worse because usually we want to chump block against a villain, but minion attacks we want to take to the face because they're not as powerful. So that's kind of a negative effect because we'll force the minion attacks to go on him, and we probably want to keep him alive to use that action. So I think that kind of balances out his action right here because he'll be forcing minions to attack him. Okay. Sword of Palace, I think we saw that one. Okay. Give me the last. Ooh, okay, here we go. Shield of Perseus, upgrade, permanent. Okay, another just +1 hit point and retaliate 1. Kind of lackluster with these abilities here. So in total, he'll gain +4 hit points, retaliate 1, steady, and piercing on the basic attacks. I don't know, guys. And every enters place, you draw 4 cards. I think it's going to be a fun journey. I like the kit. I just wish there was like a little bit more of a whopping effect of like +1 attack or +1 thwart will go hard. Like +1 attack in particular, get him to a 4 base attack after he's like, cleared off all the labors. I would really, really like that. But unfortunately, just a little bit more hit points. So he's going to have what? 4 plus 14, so 18 hit points after you clear up all the labors. I mean, the Retaliate 1, that's like extra upkeep for me. I'm not the biggest fan of the Retaliate 1 there because I always forget to proc it, and you have to proc it because it is mandatory. Okay, so that's going to be the last thing that he gets. And then the Gift of Battle is a 3-cost attack event here. That's really weak, right? What does it say? Reduce the cost to play this card by 1 for each gift card you control. So it's, oh, okay. Okay, so if you have all 3 gifts, it's 0-cost event, deals 5 damage. That's crazy. 3 for 5 is terrible. 2 for 5 is okay. And then 1 for 5 is very, very good. So, okay. Yeah, he really wants to build out then. You really got to do his things first. And this really won't help you take out that minion. I still think the minion's going to be the worst one. Yeah, where is the minion one? The defeat the Hydra? That's not fun. I don't like this one at all, guys. This is rough. 12 hit points on a minion. And then your main attack event, it looks like it's going to be 3 costs if you get that one first. If that's your first. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, so 3 costs, right? And you gotta do 5 damage to enemy. But can we swap it? If there is no labor card in play, review. No. Okay, so whatever labor card is in play, this is the only way to summon out your labors. Doing this on turn 1 is gonna be rough. You get that minion right away, guys. If you get that minion right away, it's gonna be tough. The good thing is we had the choice. It doesn't come out unless we want to like demand it to come out with the alter ego action here. But yeah, what I wanted to see was like review the top card of the labor deck and then discard each other like labor card. Like that would be interesting. But you can only reveal it if there isn't anyone in play. So you can't ever have 2 in play, it looks like. Yeah, it looks like there's no way to do that. And then if you get that nasty one, it would just stay with you, like the minion one, the Hydra one. All right. I don't know. I think that his kit looks balanced for sure. It looks very fun though. I will say that. Okay, and then Son of Zeus event. Is this authority event? No, it's a versatile event. So 2-cost event here. Hero action Ready Hercules. If you control at least 1 gift card, you write up an identity specific card upgrade you control. An identity specific upgrade. We haven't seen any yet, other than the ones that don't exhaust, which is our gift cards, I believe. 2 gift cards, you gain a tough stats. Oh, so you do all of them if you have all 3 gifts. So all 3 gifts is very good. You can draw a card, get a tough, and get ready. If you don't have any gifts, it does nothing, which is really bad. So you have a bunch of dead cards in your hand before you get any gifts, right? Because this card is a dead card. This card's not a dead card, but 3 for 5 is terrible. So it's like basically a dead card. Okay, that's interesting. His kit is balanced. It looks balanced. This has the Olympus trait. Does this have the Olympus trait? No, it does not. Because I'm thinking about team building for him. Okay. Let me see. Because he does have the Olympus trait. And then, okay, this is his upgrade here, which is identity specific. I'm guessing it exhausts here. So 0-cost upgrade. Okay, that's awesome. It's free to play. The Gauntlets of Hercules. Here interrupt whenever Hercules defends against an attack. Exhaust the gauntlets. He gains retaliate 1 for that attack for each gift card you control. Gains retaliate 1. I don't like retaliate 1, guys. I just talked about that. So Hercules gains retaliate 1 for that attack for each gift card you control. Okay, so at worst, you gain 0. You gain retaliate 0 from this if you have no gifts. You'll gain up to 3, which is crazy. Okay, so change of fortune builds, guys. He's one of the few heroes that can get to retaliate 4. Yeah, because this is retaliate 3. If you have 3 gifts, and when you get that 1 gift that gives you retaliate 1, you have retaliate 4. So like that is the highest retaliate we've ever seen. So that could be fun. I think he has some fun, interesting builds, but then they're going to be niche and they're going to require a lot of comboing. Um, okay, and it pairs well with the Hercules helmet. So, okay, that's some silly art there. Zero cost upgrade. Armor Olympus. Let me check if the Gaunts have the Olympus trait. It should, right? Yeah, it has. But it doesn't matter. It's zero cost. You don't need a team building that. And this is zero cost as well. So zero cost is actually pretty cool. You can play it for free. Okay, that makes sense because it's a bad card if you have no gifts. So like, it's good to get it for free. When the villain attacks as a hero interrupt, this is a defense keyword, so you're defending. Oh, this one, okay, I like this one a lot. This one is very, very cool. The helm is awesome. Hero interrupt defense. When the villain attacks, you exhaust the helm. Reduce the amount of damage its attack deals by 1, but declares you to be a defender because it has that defense word right there. So you cannot do this and then block with the ally. Yeah, it draws the attack towards you. In multiplayer, if someone attacks your friend, you can exhaust the helm, and without exhausting, the attack will redirect at Hercules, and you reduce the amount of damage by 1. Only at the villain, though. I wish it could do the minion, too. Okay, so this counts as him defending for an ally for that obligation here as well. Okay, this is actually pretty good value to be zero cost. You can do this like every single time. So like basically, you can also stack your basic defense with this, right? So you can use this to reduce attack by 1, but also exhaust yourself to defend, and then really just like fully block out the attack more. Okay, his defense stat is 2, right? Yeah, it's 2. So it's kind of like defending for 3 once you get that helm out. Okay, that's not terrible. And then 2 copies of Line of Olympus. What is this? 2 copies of the zero cost upgrade. Wait. Oh. Okay. I was gonna say like +1 Thor, +1 attack, +2 defense. That's great. But it's temporary, so you discard at the end of the round with that keyword there. Okay, that's interesting. So he has a lot of very cheap cards, cheap upgrades. He has 2 copies of this. This might be useful if you can get some readies. Getting up to 5 attack or 3 thwart. And the rounds of defense will stay in play as well. Okay, I mean, it's all right. It's all right. I think that's all the cards we've seen of him here. Okay, okay, all right. He looks like a 4 hand size hero would be, but think a little bit more polished. Okay, so this is the leadership ally. Oh, we got a Thor ally. I didn't even see him here. Okay, let's look at Death Cry here first. 3 cost leadership ally. 1 Thor, 3 attack, 4 hit points. He's gonna come in the precon here for Hercules. Hero interrupt when Death Cry makes a base attack. Deal your hero 1 damage. Death Cry takes -1 console damage for this attack. Hero interrupt when Death Cry makes a base attack. Deal your hero 1 damage. I think you have to. You can't stack these, right? You can't do it twice, right? Because it's not like deal yourself. Because it's that one instance you trigger the interrupt here, and you deal yourself 1 damage, and then Death Cry takes -1 consequential damage. So like, I mean, that's not bad. I mean, being able to swing multiple times for 3, like 4 times, 5 times for 3, is okay. 3 cost ally with this stat line is very good. Yeah, I think this is a very good stat line here for 3 cost ally. 4 hit points is great. Always having extra hit points and more consequential damage is better than lower hit points and lower consequential damage. Like if you have to scale it, I prefer everything to be scaled because you can increase this for like team training and stuff. And then Death Cry can swing for 3 times without using this hero interrupt right here, right? No. Yeah, it's not forced. Yeah. Sorry guys, I'm getting tripped up there. Yeah, so you can choose to not do this if you don't want to. And being able to Thor for 1 multiple times is also good. Okay, Thor here. Thor has 3 Thor. That's not thematic. Why does he have 3 Thor? 4 cost ally, very expensive. 3 Thor, 3 attack, 4 hit points. Crazy good stat line here. Definitely worth the 4 cost. He has 1 consequential for thwarting, which is crazy, and then 2 for attacking. But force response, I bet something bad. After Thor makes a basic Thor, discard cards on top of the encounter until you get a minion. Put him in play engage with you. Okay, I actually like this a lot. That's very fun. It's very thematic. This gives leadership more minion stuff. I wish that this wasn't the Thor ally, so we could use minion with Thor, because this is so helpful for Thor and thematic for the Thor hero, because Thor wants a hero in leadership, with squared off. That's expensive, can Thor a lot, and summons minions. But with the unique rule, we can't have both. But this is like the ally for the Thor hero. It happens to be the Thor ally, which I guess is thematic. Okay, so we have Death Cry. We have, what is this? Avenge Me. 0 cost upgrade. Play only if your identity has the Avenger trait. Attached to an ally, max 1 per ally. When attached ally is defeated, draw 2 cards. Play only if you have the Avenger trait. You give this to an ally, and then when an ally is defeated, you draw 2 cards. Okay, okay, I mean, that's okay. I can definitely see some ways to abuse it, but it's like a little bit lower tempo. You could actually do it immediately, but like it's 1 card itself if you do it immediately, right? So like I probably want to get the lower tempo effect of this card, Because if you like play it right away and you have the ally, you know, get defeated to like consequential damage or something, then you immediately draw 2 cards, but then you have this card that you play anyway. So you're kind of just drawing 1 card, like 1 effective card. It's not terrible. I think there's ways to abuse it, but nothing's coming out to me right now. Okay. And then Avengers Compound. So a lot of Avengers stuff released here, which is interesting. I wonder if this stacks well with Mighty Avengers. Zero cost support Avenger location. Play only if your identity has the Avenger trait. Action exhaust the compound. Choose tuck 1 ally from your hand here if there is no ally tucked here. Or if there is an ally tucked here, then you play it as if you're in your hand. Okay, so this like stores cards from your hand here. I think it's useful for Hercules because his hand size is low. So you have this free support in play, and then if you have an ally that you just can't play this turn, just tuck it underneath the Avengers compound, and then next turn or a future turn you can like play it. But you only have 1 ally tucked here because it's just based on what the effect is. If there is no ally, you tuck the ally. If there, choose tuck 1 ally from your hand. If there is no, So if there is an ally here, you have to choose that one because there is an ally tucked. So you have to choose the one to just play the ally as if it's from your hand, and you got to pay for its printed cost there. Okay, that's interesting. And then, we got a new copy of Call for Back. What's the art here? Okay, we got Hercules on the art. Is that Rocky Raccoon? That's pretty fun. When defeated, you search your deck and discard power for an ally, put it in play. Okay, that's really cool because Call for Backup is one of the best player side schemes, and getting a reprint of that, I know a lot of people are going to like that. So you don't need to get next evolution to get this side scheme here. Okay, that's nice. And then Thor, we already took a look at him. And the Ancient Rivalry. 1 cost event, Asgard Olympus. Oh, team up for Thor and Hercules. That's awesome here. Hero action, search your discard pile for an identity-specific upgrade. Add to your hand. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, this is good. This is good for sure. Yeah, this will probably come in with 2 copies, in the pack, but only 1 in the pre-con deck because we have another one to give to Thor. But that's pretty cool because 1 cost event for Red is already well worth it, and you can search for an identity upgrade out to your hand, which refunds the cost of this anyways. So it's a very, very good. That team up cards have been like a lot better lately, so it's a really good team up card if you can get Thor and Hercules in play, which might be a little bit tough for either of them because of their economies. Okay, and then we're getting the Nemesis. Is this Nemesis? No, wait, what is this? This is a bonus module. Okay, so gotcha. So she cannot be targeted with that thing, but you can always include this module, the all versus all module, whenever you're playing Hercules, so you can find this minion here because he's non-elite. He has 6 or more hit points and make him like the Hydra. Okay, and we got a lot of cards reviewed this time, right? Am I tripping? All versus all. So the side scheme here for the module, hinder 2 per player plus 2 with hazard. Okay, that's nasty. After a character is defeated, place 2 threat on this scheme. Oh man, when defeated, set all versus all aside. Set this card aside when it's defeated. Okay. After a character is defeated, place 2 threat on here. I don't understand. I don't understand, guys. Okay. When reviewed defeated, find the all versus all side scheme, reveal it. Forces threat whenever she activates, place 2 threats. So this is gonna accumulate a lot of threat. But what happens whenever it's set aside? What does that do? So 2 scheme, 0 attack. Each time she activates, you just put the 2 threat there. Okay. And then for this guy, 0 scheme, 3 attack, retaliate 1 toughness, 7 life, victory. So he goes in victory display when he's gone. Force response after Kyknos activates, place 2 threat on the side scheme. Otherwise, place 1 threat on the main scheme. Okay. So tied into their activation, you have to add threat to that side scheme. The all versus all. Okay. Okay, and then what does it do? With the side scheme bringing flood extra encounter cards. Wait, what's the point? Okay, so it's just getting higher and making it more difficult to thwart out, I guess. This is a really tough module. I think this is a very tough module here because the hazard here with like constant accumulating threat. I don't understand what it means. Why would you set aside? Set all versus all aside. Why don't we just put in victory display? Oh, because you find it. Because the find keyword does not work and when it's in victory display. You find everything except for in the victory display. So if it's set aside, you can find it. That's why I set aside. Okay, so after you defeat it, she'll keep bringing it out if you review her or defeat her. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is a really tough module. I am not going to be including this module in my Hercules games because, I don't know, I feel like he's a little bit underpowered. But we'll see. As with all other modules, this can be added to any scenario. Okay, can you survive this free-for-all brawl? I don't think I can, guys. I don't think I can. I mean, his kit looks very fun, but I'm not sure about the power here. So February 2026. All right, guys, that is the article. I hope you guys are hyped up for Hercules here. I think he has a very fun, unique kit, and I do like Thor a lot, so maybe I'll like him too. I'm definitely gonna give him a shot, but it's looking tough. It's looking a little bit tough, but he looks very fun. I like the thematics of clearing those labors to get the gift. I hope you guys all like this video. I'll see you guys all in the next one.